Let's give this another shot. Eric, how many times have we tried recording this podcast?
This is the third time.
This is the third time.
This is technically like the fifth time.
Well, yeah, but I don't count the first two because it was like, no, let's just start over. It didn't. Eric,
It didn't feel right.
It didn't feel right. How are you doing, Eric? Is everything good?
You gotta unlock this thing first.
What is that?
Where did you even get that from?
TikTok.
Okay, go ahead and explain to the people what it is, because I have no idea what it is.
It's a TikTok. It turns like a meme too. This is an old guy that has a dog, and he walks him, right? But he has like this water bottle.
Yeah.
That you can put water in, and then like it locks.
Okay.
And so you have to unlock it, and then you press the button, and then it gives like the dog water, like in like a little bowl that it's connected to.
And that became like a meme?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then he says like, first you gotta unlock this thing. And then he says, DJ, come, water. And then the dog comes and drinks water.
I think I've heard that before. But just the...
DJ, come,
yeah,
water.
Yeah, just that part.
I have heard that.
But I've never seen like the full video.
He's like, I didn't know that you gotta unlock this thing first. I like that. Play the intro. We've been talking for a while now.
These clothes.
All right, welcome back. Episode 25, Death in a Hoodie. This is my radio voice. We're on the radio.
It's kind of weird to hear us like
It's
back
weird.
when Eric played it right now.
Yeah, he
got
played it
kinda
back.
Scared.
I kind of want it. That's why I'm changing my voice. This is how I'm going to talk for the rest of the podcast. Eric, hit me with the goddamn DJ horn right now.
Oh my god. Why?
I love that
Why?
shit. I love it. I love it.
When did you decide that you wanted to do this? I didn't even know about this.
It was just like random. I'm like, hey, you know, like some people have like soundboard, like sound effects and stuff. And I thought it was a good idea. What are you looking at? It's water. DJ, come. Water.
Stupid.
Sunny, we're 25 episodes in. How do you feel about that? That's crazy, right?
That's crazy. We're almost at half a year.
Almost at half a year. We're
Wait.
This is the quarter episode. It's been fun. Can you stop messing with that thing, bro? It's distracting.
Right here.
Right here.
Attention.
We're
Right
here. We're here. Get the fucking follow the keys.
You know what? You're just taking life too seriously, bro. Nothing's real.
Nothing's real. Do you really believe that? Sometimes I believe that. Your turn.
I think that sometimes
your turn to talk.
Finally.
I'm asking you a question and I'm like, yeah, me too. I feel that. Oh shit, yeah, it's her turn to talk. Go ahead.
What was the question?
Do you feel like we live in a simulation? Or like nothing's real? I
think that we take life too seriously.
Yeah.
But also I didn't take it seriously enough, and look at what happened in my life this year.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel both ways. I feel like sometimes everybody else takes life too seriously, but I also feel at the same time I don't take life serious enough. And so
yeah. I mean, it's 'cause I think it just depends on like my mentality of the time. Where like, you know how like sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm like, you're sad or whatever, and then you're like, no, why am I sad? Like, I'm gonna fix my shit. Like, I'm gonna do it. Then you're okay for a little while, and then you go back to it. It's kind of like the same thing. Like, take life seriously, and then like, no, why am I taking it so seriously? And then it's take life.
Yeah,
seriously.
it's like a ping pong game.
Yeah.
You know. When was the last time you cried?
You're terrible at transitions. Yesterday.
You cried yesterday?
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know why.
By yourself?
No, Eric was with me.
She cried?
But I don't know if I think a tear either fell down or like my eyes got watery or something, because I got
really watery inside.
I got like emotional and then it stopped.
You just stopped talking? Eric is not the most comforting person to be around when you're feeling
But
things.
Eric also didn't call me out on it. Like he also
good.
wasn't like, hey, why are you crying? Like, and then just leave me alone. Yeah. He doesn't say anything. Eric's seen me cry a lot.
I've also he's just like, Eric,
I lived with Eric longer.
Eric, come over, I gotta cry. That's actually really good that he doesn't call you out, because I think if I was there, I'd be like, "Are you fucking crying? What are you crying for?"
I get it's weird. Like I get it. Like I listen to songs and like they remind me of stuff. Like remember how I was telling you like songs are like of memories.
Because
Yeah.
a sad song started playing, and I was like,
Oh yeah,
I
Eric
saw,
was
I saw
like,
your eyes watering up.
"Can
I
I
was
can I
like,
change the song? I don't
I'm
like
gonna
it's too
change the
sad."
song, yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, change it."
Change, yeah, it's fine.
But I wasn't crying because of the song. That one I do remember, but I wasn't
that
crying because of the
Sonic?
song. I don't know if I didn't yawn or something. I know it was at Sonic, but I wasn't crying at that time. It was when we were driving.
So yesterday you got like for real sad, like you just
I
started
guess.
thinking and you just like tears came out.
I cry a lot.
Yeah, I don't cry a lot. The last
You
time I
used to.
cried, you reminded me on the last episode.
The last try podcast.
The last time we tried this podcast.
This is episode 25 2.0.
Yes. So fucking 25.1, 2.0.
Shut up. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Fuck, bro.
that out.
Every time math has to do with you, you just.
This is like, okay, if we're going to do it like that, then this is like 0.5 because this is like the 5th time we've recorded this one.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
So grow up.
That's fine.
So 5.0.
5.0.
Cut that out.
What were we talking about?
Chicken Little.
Oh.
This guy's falling.
The sky is falling. The last time I cried. Do you want to ask me the last time I cried?
No, I don't care.
Okay, so let's go on.
When was the last time you cried? I already know this.
Oh, yeah. The last time I cried, I was at work.
Your turn.
Okay. Thank you. I was at work and I had a phone call with my mom, and we got into like a heated debate that almost turned into like an argument, kind of. And I wasn't seeing her point, and she wasn't seeing my point, and I cried. That's it. Simple as that. Like I was just like, "Fuck this shit, man." But there's days like that at work. It's a high stress job. People want their orders and they want their headstone to look perfect, and you know we aim for that. So it requires for you to go through a lot of stress, which I'm not complaining about it. It's just Zamorano's Monument Company puts me through it. Sponsored.
Yeah, you always get yelled at.
Sponsored, baby.
You always get yelled at by
Yeah.
everybody.
But not yelled at, but people are just concerned, and then they,
Yelled at.
you know, it feels like you're yelled at. Like when you're not really thinking in their shoes, you're like, man, why'd I get yelled at? But then you're like, oh,
Yeah, I try to think about it the other way around too. Like, okay, mom would be pissed if like somebody was taking this long with their headstone too.
yes. Because headstones take a long time.
But
so
to us, it's different. Like, or like the headstones get out when the headstones get out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there is a line for a reason. We can't just work on a bunch of headstones at the same time. We're not machines.
But we try to I try to explain that to the clients, like, and they're
In a nicer way,
Most of them, 99% of them are very
98.
understanding. 98.
0.7.
Dude, what's with you in decimal points today? You try to like overcome all the fucking bad math that you've done on the last
You know what?
episodes.
Shut up.
I was gonna talk about when you were talking about driving.
I didn't talk about driving. You
Yeah,
did.
when you said you were the last you cried yesterday while you were driving.
Okay.
Do you ever just zone out and forget you're driving?
Yeah, that happens a lot. I'll get home and then like freaking out because I don't know how I got home.
That's the scariest thing to me. Like the other day, I was staring at the road, right? I'm just like tired and I'm getting home. And then I'm just like zoned in, like zoom in on my face. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I was driving. Oh shit. I fell asleep with my eyes open.
Or like, you know how when like you're driving through, like, let's say you're driving through like North Loop or like Alameda or something, somewhere with like a lot of lights,
Stop
like
lights.
the off road.
Uh-huh.
And I'll pass by the lights and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if that was green or if it was red.
Oh yeah,
That
you're like,
happens
did I
to me a
just
lot. Yeah,
run
I'm like,
that?
I'll look back and I'm like, fuck, I don't know if that was green or not.
That's happened to me too. Where you're just like, I need to pay attention more. Hold on, let me just. I'm not
like looking back, I'm like, what?
I'm not taking this serious enough. But yeah, that scares the hell out of me. It happened to me the other day, and I'm like, I gotta write this down and ask Sunny if she does. What are you doing? It's water. It's H2O. You gotta unlock this thing. DJ.
Why did I get the green one?
I don't know. Wait,
That's mine.
Oh, that's yours.
You nasty bitch.
Hey, you watched it.
I
It's
know,
not a big
but
deal.
I have to watch it again.
It's not a big deal,
I
bro.
was wondering what was wrong with the
something
table.
felt off.
Yeah.
Something felt off, and I'm like, I'm drinking it, and I thought it was green. So,
I'm not surprised.
I was. Do you know you don't know much about football, but I wanted to ask you something. You don't know much about football, but you know about some football players that are like popular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Travis Kelce, you know him, right? Who is he?
Mm-hmm. He's a football player.
Yeah, he's the one that's dating Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Right.
the Chiefs. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because I'm not
They're
a
still
big Taylor
dating?
Swift fan. Yeah. Oh no, they broke up.
Are they?
Yeah, they broke up.
Because something got leaked about their contract saying that their relationship was fake.
No, but that's not true. But they came out and said that they're still very much going strong. That
Oh, I haven't seen it
source,
since then,
I
'cause I
watched
don't
ET.
really watch them.
I watched Entertainment Tonight, and it
Stupid.
came out. I wasn't watching
Yeah,
Entertainment
now they're
Tonight.
going strong because they came out.
Probably. Honestly, when they did the preview for the NFL, they always do like a trailer. Like the NFL season's gonna start, and they start showing like highlights from last year.
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like that. The MVP of the league came out once in that video. Taylor Swift came out 5 times in that
What?
video, bro. Just like standing on the sidelines, walking into the stadium, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is this about? Like, this isn't even football anymore, bro. You're just showing
What the
Taylor
heck?
Swift."
That's
She's
weird.
kissing
But you know
Travis
how,
Kelce.
because football was already like a popular. It's a popular sport. It's the most popular sport, whatever.
Right.
But they said that
It's up
it
there.
became more popular to my generation because they were dating.
Yeah.
People were actually watching more because they were dating, which is crazy. It has nothing to do with just because you're gonna see her on the screen for 5 seconds, you're
Yeah.
gonna watch the whole game,
Well, some girls bought tickets to the Super Bowl,
which is crazy.
which is crazy because the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl and they were wearing the shirts that says NFL Taylor's version,
What
and
the
I'm
heck?
like, holy
I
shit!
didn't see that.
Yeah, so they're becoming fans just because like she's
because
involved.
she's involved,
but-
which is like
I'm
crazy
sure-
that people are like that big of like. I
Yeah.
like Taylor Swift, but I'm not gonna go spend thousands of dollars to go to the Super Bowl just because she's gonna be there.
She's not even gonna perform a song or
Yeah,
anything.
like,
Like
she's
she
just
just
gonna be
stands there
there.
watching her boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me, but I understand why the NFL is leaning into it.
Oh well, yeah.
Because
Because
if
it
you-
worked.
Yeah, because if you think about it, they already secured their normal fans.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Eric watch football. Men watch football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most men or most American men watch football, and I don't know if people in Ireland are watching this. But goddamn, where the fuck was I going with this? Oh, they're trying to get a new fan base involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which
they're trying.
it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
So girls
because even
your
I watch
age,
football.
yeah.
Just kidding, I don't watch football.
No, she doesn't watch football. She goes to the Super Bowl to eat all the chicken wings and then she leaves.
Hey, if it's so, no, I did. When did I watch? I watched it when
When-
you guys went to the game over there.
when we went
for
to
the
Green
Packers.
Bay.
I
Yeah.
watched that game. I was very stressed.
That game was bad.
That game was good.
ass,
Yeah, it
bro.
was.
That game was good, but I was very stressed.
Yeah.
Very stressed out. I lost all my nails that day. I stopped biting my nails for like a year, and then I just lost it all that day.
It's crazy because me and Eric went to go watch the Cowboys play the Packers. Me and Eric are Packers fans. We're cheeseheads, as they say. And we went to Green Bay, flew out to Chicago. Well, first this fucking trip. I want to talk about this trip because it's crazy. We flew out. This is the only flight I could get because I waited till the last minute.
Oh my Frontier.
Fucking Frontier Airlines. Do not.
God.
Do not. I mean, I'm sorry, Frontier, if you're watching this in Ireland, but do not fucking get Frontier Airlines for more than a 2-hour flight. It is cramped. Like the people that are like your service, like your stewardess or whatever, they're rude. They don't give a shit. You're like right next to the guy next to you.
Ooh.
Eric was on my jock the whole fucking flight.
Did you guys have to sit next to someone?
Yeah, well, one of us did because there was like three
Well, that's
people
what I'm saying.
rows.
Like, was there
Yeah.
somebody next to you guys?
Yeah, it was usually me sitting next to the person. I would let Eric get the window seat.
Oh, so we had this conversation yesterday
Oh,
What?
because I've never had the window seat
No? Why
ever,
not?
just once.
Why not?
You know how many times I've like been on a plane?
Yeah, you fly a lot.
Because I would like. It wasn't like okay, so like my best friend, she always wanted the window seat. So if I got a group, I would save her the window seat because she wanted the window seat, even if I got in there first, because I always wanted to give her the window seat. After that, I would go on like the different flights and stuff, or I would sit with different people. They would tell me like, and I'm not one to be like, no, you can't have the window seat. Like if they ask me, I'm like,
You just give it up?
Yes, it's fine.
Fuck no.
And I hate it because I'm always in the middle. Always.
Yeah.
I've never been on the aisle, and I've never been on the window.
The aisle's a little bit better because you can breathe. At least you can lean that way a little bit, you know. But
no, I've had the window once, but it's because I beat everybody on the plane because I was A group and I paid for it to go on first, and I saved their seats, but I sat on the window, and I felt like a jerk the whole time. Yeah, because I knew they wanted it, but they didn't ask for it.
Fuck them. Fuck them. You know what I mean? I know we're not supposed to say that word a lot, but fuck them. But yeah, so me and Eric get on this flight from El Paso to Las Vegas.
I thought,
Right?
okay, yeah.
We had
It was a 3-hour flight.
It was about a 3-hour flight. We get to Las.
No, it was Las Vegas.
Wait,
to
you got
Chicago.
Frontier-
That was
Yes.
a 3-hour flight.
Going and coming back?
Yes.
Yeah.
So sit with me, bro. Put your seatbelt on. From El Paso to Vegas, right? It was about 2.5 hours, whatever. We get to Vegas. We have a 10-hour layover, bro.
What the fuck?
And I'm
10 hours?
Yeah, so we're in Vegas, and I'm like, we got into Vegas at like 11 o'clock at night, and
Everything's open. Might as well.
our flight. Well, Eric's not 21.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
He could have been in the casino with you. He just can't gamble.
Yeah, but then like,
I'll
didn't wanna,
I'll
like-
go with you to Vegas next time.
you know what I mean? I didn't want to like risk losing Eric. You know what I mean? Amber alert for Eric. He was like, oh,
He's like, Eric, stay right here. I'll be back.
He's like 14. He's like, how tall is he? He's like, yeah, he's taller than me. Yeah, but, oh, fuck, you lost him? Like, yeah, I lost him. But so we're like, Eric, just fucking lay down on the floor, dog.
Why
So-
didn't you use the airport's if you have a more
Costs
than
money.
a 5-hour? Oh yeah, it does cost
Cost money, and we spent. I spent a good amount of money to get us to Green Bay. I also had to pay for the hotel. Had to pay for the tickets themselves. Let me tell you something about Green Bay. The Green Bay Packers, Lambeau Field, has season ticket holders for the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
So every single Green Bay game is sold out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What you do at Green Bay,
You buy the tickets from the season
from the
pass, right?
season ticket holders.
Mm-hmm.
So their tickets are jacked high when it's like a Packers Cowboy game because there's a lot of Cowboy fans that go to travel.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll sell their tickets for like $600 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I paid, bro.
You paid more.
Well, with the ticket fees and all of that shit, I ended
Oh.
up paying a good amount of
Yeah.
money. I don't want to
Yeah,
get
'cause
into the
you paid
exact amount I paid, but I paid a lot. And we were in the nosebleeds, bro.
Yeah,
Still a great experience. Like, I'm not complaining about anything. But
the fact that it's crazy that it's that expensive to
was
go
that
see these fucking football
yeah,
games.
just watching football. But was it worth every fucking penny? Hell yeah. Was it worth like us sleeping on the floor in Vegas for like 9 hours?
Yes.
Hell yeah, it was, bro. Because it was badass. We're Packer fans and we just never experienced. You see it on TV, right?
Yeah,
You when we so whatever, we get on the flight, we get to Chicago. I rent a car because the flight into Green Bay is fucking expensive, dude. Like expensive, like.
really?
So I'm like, fuck it. We're just landing in Chicago.
oh, because if you're going to Green Bay,
We
you're
landed in
going for that.
Midtown.
Yeah. Yeah. We landed in Midtown in the south side of Chicago. Pretty dangerous
Okay,
part
I
of town.
went to a rave there. It wasn't even that bad. Chicago is not bad.
It's Chirac, dude. What are you talking about? That's what they
Yeah.
call it. They call it
What?
Chirac. It's one of the murder capitals of the United States.
Well, I went, and that was fine.
Well, so did we. We're fine too, but we were like, we're not going to hang around because we were hungry. And I'm like,
I was there
Eric,
for like a week.
let me get to the outskirts of Illinois and we'll eat somewhere there.
No,
So,
we got McDonald's in Midtown.
yeah, we did. Oh, we're like, oh, yeah, we'll just drive through. Lock your door. We'll get the fuck out of here. I was like, I want to get on the interstate now, dog. You know? So we drove from Chicago.
How far is that?
It's about 3.5 hours. Chicago
Oh,
to
okay, it's
Green
not that
Bay. We got a badass little Mustang car. It was dope,
It was
bro.
a 4-cylinder. Calm down.
Hey, come on. No, 6-cylinder, dog. It was 6.
Oh, was it really? Oh,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
6, okay? Don't take this away from me, dog. This is my story, okay? You were there, but he's like, wait, calm down.
He's like,
no,
calm
that thing
down.
hauled ass though, bro. It was fucking dope. So we were fucking I went I went 75 in a 70, bro.
What?
For once in his life.
What? I know. Okay, if anybody doesn't know how Louie drives, speed limit is 60. He's going 45.
No, it's not
going
45. No, I go.
He's going 45.
I'll go 59.
In the slow lane.
I'll go 59.
In the slow lane. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll catch him in the like the next lane over. Sometimes.
Nah, well, I'm not in a hurry to fucking die, dude.
You're not in a hurry to fucking get anywhere, bro. 45, you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, you have a point. So it doesn't matter. Dude, you guys fucking up my story, bro. We were so hyped. We got to Green Bay and then fucking we're enjoying it, bro. Like we get there, we get to the hotel. As soon as we get to the hotel,
An hour late.
snow.
Oh.
Beautiful snow, bro. Not like little dusting that happens in
Like
El
the
Paso.
thick snow.
Thick, baby. This was
Aw.
thick with 2 C's, bro.
That's $6 right there.
Ew, that's gross. Get it out of here.
Hey.
And so the next day we got a stadium tour by one of the best Green
Oh,
Bay
yeah.
Packers running backs, Amon Green. He gave us the tour himself. Dope.
That's cool.
Badass. We just got
So
autographs.
do they do that for everybody?
No, we paid for the
Oh,
tour.
okay.
Because we got there on Saturday. No, we got there Friday night. Saturday we did the tour. Sunday night was the game. And then we flew back Monday morning. Yeah.
You flew back right after the game?
Monday morning.
I know.
The next day.
Yeah.
Not right after the
But
game.
okay,
We went to
a
sleep.
couple
And then
hours.
a couple hours? What, 10
Shut
hours?
up.
So
I don't know what time the game ended.
and so but the game, it was 27 degrees.
Yeah, that sucks.
With the wind chill, it was down to 14 degrees, bro. Me and Eric had like those long john pants, like
Thermals?
the thermals.
Oh, okay.
It's like underwear with sleeves and warm ups, and then pants, and then like we were layered up. And I bought this like really badass Green Bay poncho
Oh, yeah.
jacket. You know which one? It's badass. And dude, we needed every single layer. We were still cold.
You guys
bro.
bought a blanket, right?
Yeah, me and Eric were like,
Are you guys sitting on bleachers?
No, it was
they were-
chairs.
chairs.
those were actual like the
But that's still
box
fucking
seats. I
like,
think they're called box seats.
it's still fucking cold.
It is cold. It was still cold. I get one beer in the pregame. I got one beer, right? I'm holding it like maybe for like 20 minutes, slushied
Really?
in my hand. And I had gloves on. I'm like, fuck this. I don't even want to drink this beer. It's too fucking cold. It was too cold. But we were like, this is the Green Bay experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when we get up to our seats, we bought a blanket and then we bought hot chocolates. Food is surprisingly affordable in Green Bay.
Really?
In Lambeau Field, like we expected it to be like $20 for a meal, and no, dude, like it was. I don't remember, but I was like, damn, that's like cheaper than the Chihuahuas.
Oh, no.
It was actually pretty cool.
Hot chocolate.
We got hot
It
chocolate.
was warm chocolate.
Yeah, it was
Well,
warm
yeah.
chocolate. By the time we got back to our seats, it was cold chocolate milk. Yeah, but it was badass. And then the Packers had a terrible season that year. They weren't winning at all. So
Oh, yeah.
I kind of told Eric, I'm like, hey, with the expectation, Green Bay's not doing good this year. They might not win, but we're here for the experience. They pulled off the badass nail biter, like they won in the last second
Yeah.
with a field goal. Remember? And they kicked it like where we were sitting, like the
Yeah.
field goal. We saw it go in. We're like, oh, me and Eric hug each other, like, and then I'm like, what the fuck? Get off of me, dog. But we were like,
Louis,
into it.
I'm not even into football. When I saw that happen, I legit stood up from we were in a restaurant, in a
Yeah.
bar and grill, bro.
Yeah.
I stood up. I was so fucking happy for you guys because I knew I was like, fuck, they're there. Like, I hope that they fucking win because I knew that they hadn't been winning.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, bro. I think Ani sent you a picture that I was all fucking nervous.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what happens on the commercial breaks? I texted you guys.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
there's a commercial right now. Like, what's going on? They're like, they just stopped.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, I was gonna tell you, that's a little secret that people don't know. If you go to a game like the NFL games that are televised, sometimes they're just like there's no timeout, there's no change of quarter or anything. They're just standing out in the field, and we're like, why aren't they playing? and then there's a number that's on like the big screen, and it counts down like from 90 seconds, and then we're like, oh, it's a commercial break. Shit, they actually stop.
What the heck? That's weird.
They also
it makes
take
sense though, because like when you see it come back from commercial, it's like they're in the same fucking spots that they were, and this is live. Like what the hell?
Yeah, it's crazy. But they also take advantage of like after they score a touchdown, they go to a commercial break.
Yeah.
After they call a timeout, they go to a commercial break. Like they use those, but they also have those things
Like
too.
they
They do that like maybe 4 or 5 times during the whole game. You're like, what the fuck's going on? That's weird. But it's cool. It's badass. I mean, like that's something you don't know until you go to like an NFL game. It's pretty
crazy.
Cool. The reason why we brought up football anyways, was because of this guy. Do you know Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Right? He's the quarterback for the Chiefs. There's this quarterback he plays for Nebraska. He plays for a college in Nebraska. His name is Dylan Raiola.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Raiola. I'm sorry to say it, like fuck him. I'm sorry to say it, but he is a Patrick Mahomes wannabe.
Really?
Look up on your phone a picture of Dylan Raiola. It's spelled D-Y. D-Y-L-A-N-R-A.
I got it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let me
Wait,
show you.
I don't. Okay.
Let me show you something. And I don't know how he plays. He must be pretty good. But look, as soon as you put Dylan Raiola, the next thing
What the
comes up,
heck?
Patrick Mahomes. That's them side by side. If for people watching, I'll put a picture of them side by side. It is weird. Have you seen it?
What the heck?
Have you seen it? Look at show Eric.
That's weird.
Just go like that.
Don't.
That's him with Patrick Mahomes. Like, yeah, he wears the same arm sleeve. He has the same number. He's still he's also 15.
What the?
That's them.
Fuck?
That's them. Look at the one arm sleeve that's
Yeah.
full, and then the one half sleeve.
That's weird. So he's doing it on purpose.
He's doing it. He's doing it on purpose. Eric, look,
Eric doesn't give a shit about us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
dude, he's biting his style big time.
That's weird.
And I always thought, like, what the hell? And then they asked him about it. And then he was like, nah, that's not exactly true. I'm not really like copying his style. Like, I know him and he's like an inspiration, but like, I'm not trying to be like him. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. You look exactly.
If it's that obvious, just admit it. Just be like, oh, it's because he's like, he's my idol, and I like to like. I feel like it gives me like a good confidence boost to like be somebody who he's like or something.
Be something like
shit
him.
Like that.
Yeah. What you were saying would actually sounded better for his persona. But when they asked him, he was just like, nah, I'm not really copying him.
Yeah, because now you just sound stupid.
Do you remember like in high school or like in school, there was always people that like copied people.
Oh yeah.
Like, honestly, I want to say like I was kind of guilty of that shit. Like, I feel like
Copying someone?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you something, kind of something a little bit embarrassing, but fuck it. There was this brand. It was a skateboard brand called Famous, and one of my friends, like 2 of my friends, had Famous jackets, and they were expensive. They were like $80.
Damn.
Back then,
you know what
that's
I mean?
a lot. So I'm like, fuck, I want one so bad. I went and I bought one, right? I bought one, and then I showed up. But I guess since I was the 3rd one to get it, they were like, why'd you get the Famous thing if we got the Famous? And I was like, I don't know, I liked it. I saw it at the mall. I pretended like as I wasn't trying to copy them. I was like, I saw it at the mall, and I really liked it. He's like, dude, you got the exact same one I have. And I was like, I don't know. We're twins. We're twinsies now.
But also, I think a lot of people make it like a big deal too. Like when you buy like the same stuff or like you buy like similar stuff and stuff. I think that they make it a big deal because if I like it, I like it. If I see it on you, I'm be like, oh, I actually like it. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm not trying to copy you. You are, but I never really tried to copy anyone.
I never did it after that because I felt so embarrassed.
all called out.
Because like maybe like a week later, like my friend stopped wearing that jacket and I was the only one wearing it now, and I was like, because I just spent $80 and like I didn't make any new friends. You know what I mean?
Stupid. Matthew and Filbert didn't want to match with you. That sucks.
It wasn't them. I have other friends, bitch.
Shut up.
Eric,
Way to brag.
I saw this thing. I want to know if Eric knows about this trend. Let me see. Eric is up on the trends. What is your street name?
Oh, that's Big Dog Man.
What's your real name?
Thomas.
Okay, I didn't know about that until I saw like one of our cousin do it on his TikTok, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is that?" And I looked it up, and I was like, "It's like a thing. Like I've never seen that before."
It's funny as hell. I don't know. Like they ask all these little kids, and they have like, "Oh yeah," it's blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, "What's your real name?" And they're like, "Jonathan." I just think it's so funny. But I was wanting to know, Eric, can you tell me what the hell skibbity means? It's not even on there. I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I'm just freestyling right now.
What'd you say? Skippity?
Yeah. Do you know what that? Have you heard that? You work at an elementary school, right? So
I heard it. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of things now that I'm like, what the fuck are these kids talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
skibbity. I don't know what
a
it
lot
is,
of
but
these kids
I
have to
heard.
explain these new trends to me because I have no idea what it means.
It means
I feel old.
like it's good.
Like it's good.
Like, oh, you're so skibbity.
Wait,
Like,
really?
You're so cool. Yeah.
That's cool. Like a new word for cool.
Yeah.
What is
You're a Sigma.
What is? Yeah, I've heard that. Sigma. You're.
I
a
didn't even
Sigma.
know what aura meant when they're like, how many aura points did I lose when I did this, when I did that? And I asked Eric, I was like, what does that mean?
Aura.
And he's like, it's like your coolness.
Yeah.
It's like your coolness level.
I even know that because the word, that's an actual word. Aura.
No, I know. Yeah, but aura, like I've known as like your energy,
Yeah,
or like how you are,
Uh-huh.
not your coolness level.
Oh, yeah.
like
like-
if you walk up the stairs with no rails, like it's that as an aura.
Oh.
Shit, I do that all the time.
Dude, I'm fucking loaded with aura, baby. They call me aura
And then
Aura dog.
if you go on base, it's like a million aura.
You're welcome.
Let me ask you.
Every time I take him, he's like, I gotta take a picture. I gotta take a picture. My aura points are gonna go
My
up.
aura points. So what is Sigma? Like when you say like you're a Sigma?
Like you're the top dog, like alpha.
Thank you.
Alpha. I thought Alpha was the top dog.
You're Alpha Sigma. Wolf.
Alpha Sigma. That's a fraternity, baby. I'm sorry to say it. Baby,
Jesus Christ.
they are teaching
Just
you all
making up
wrong in
words
this school.
now.
Just technically all words are made up, right? If you really think about it.
Oh fuck.
We were just in the caves grunting before. If you really stop and think about it, if somebody says that word is made up, you can say all words are made up. Fuck you. But yeah, I that's what I wanted to ask Eric about Sigma and Skivity, and then there's why do people keep fucking? Now I'm sounding like an old man.
Now he's mad.
What the fuck is going on with Ohio? Why do people keep what? They're like, oh, that's Ohio. What is that?
Or like you're from Ohio.
Yeah, what's wrong with Ohio?
It's because like nothing really goes down there.
Stop chewing. Nothing really goes down in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
So is that like your way of saying like, oh, you're whack? Like you're not cool? Is that what that is? Look at us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay young here.
Yeah. Well, like if someone says like, "Oh, you're from Ohio," like that's not really good. That's not really a good thing to say.
Dude, I am not looking forward to the day when Sophia and Scarlett start going to school and they come home talking like that. I'm gonna slap the shit out of them.
a lot of
Get closer to the mic.
I got itchy. a lot.
You're like a lot
I was
of.
like, oh, fuck. Hold on. A lot of these kids like will say some like random stuff, and I have to ask them what it means now, and that's kind of sad.
Yeah, you feel old.
Like
Dude.
before, even these kids are like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "They're like 25," and I'm like, "No, I'm 23." I'm like, "Damn, you're old."
What the?
I'm old? What do you mean? I was just in school 6 years ago.
6 years ago, you are old, dog.
5 years ago.
5 years ago,
You're old.
we're
Right?
old,
Yeah,
bro.
no, 6 years ago.
Old.
I was in school when I was 17, not 18.
Old.
Bro.
Eric's just old.
And I
old.
have to tell them that. I'm like, bro, I was just in school 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And they're like, you were still in school. Like, I just graduated high school 5 years ago. I'm not old.
Say early college. That's better.
No.
Well, yeah. It sounds better when you say like, "Oh, I graduated from early college."
Unless they ask, I don't tell people. Because it sounds like I'm bragging.
Yeah, you're trying to flex.
Yeah.
I mean, I can brag about it, but I don't want to. I want to enjoy my high school years.
Oh.
Why are we turning this into a competition? Do you have a problem with me?
How many
Because
M&Ms
I
can you
love-
fit in your mouth? Huh?
Stop.
Go get the M&Ms right now. We're gonna settle this on the like gentlemen. Play Tubby Bunny. Have you ever played Tubby Bunny?
I thought it was Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Bunny. That's what you
You
call
just called
Eric.
Eric?
You call Eric.
Like,
she calls Eric Tubby Bunny, but the game is Chubby Bunny. Have you ever
No.
played Chubby Bunny? Mm-mm. Okay, so you get like the extra large marshmallows, right? And you put them in your mouth, and you say Chubby Bunny, and whoever can get the most marshmallows in their mouth and still say the word Chubby Bunny wins.
I've never played that
You never played?
Mm-mm.
Dude, do you want
They're
to play?
gonna call you out for this because it's not a real game.
It's a real
Like,
game.
You and your friends
is.
just play some
It is
weird
a
ass
real game.
games.
It's a real game.
You're trying to argue it.
I've never played it,
Yeah.
but I know it's a real game.
You want to play for the next podcast? We'll play Chubby Bunny?
No.
Or put it in the comments if you want us to play Chubby Bunny.
No.
Sunny's worried that she's gonna lose to at Chubby Bunny.
I'm not gonna lose.
You're lose.
I'm not
bro.
gonna lose.
Yes, you
Or-
will.
I'm not gonna lose.
Put a
Look at
poll.
this.
I have a big mouth. Pause.
Pause.
Put a poll on Instagram, like with the story.
Huh?
Okay, yeah.
What do you
we'll
say?
put. Well, I'll clip this. And I'll put it as a poll and
Please,
see.
please, but no.
Please put- okay.
I'm
well,
gonna you're gonna fucking choke. None of you are CPR certified. I am. I won't save your life.
I'll just
No,
start
it didn't
fucking.
expire.
Really?
I'll
It
just
can't
start.
expire. I'm a coach. It can't expire.
Oh wow.
It literally can't. I
Earlier
literally-
she was like,
it's a
"Oh, I don't like to
certification."
flex," and she's over here flexing. I'm CPR certified forever. Oh, you got my eye. You
Bro,
actually
I got
my-
your eyelashes. Relax. I got your eyelashes. Relax.
Oh, I'm blind.
Sandy, how did you marry this dramatic piece of shit?
Dad, this is what it felt like. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean that. No, but really, it fucking hurt, dude. That shit hurt really bad. Cut the tape. I'm mad.
Eric.
No, I'm just
Eric.
kidding.
I touched his eyelashes.
Dude,
He's a dramatic
You
asshole.
got my eye juice.
No, I did not.
I felt you
No,
touch
I
my
didn't.
eyeball.
Shut the fuck up. You're
But if we
stupid.
hit your eyelashes, you get mad.
Because these are expensive.
These are expensive.
Are you gonna pay for new
And they
ones?
don't even look good.
Eric.
anyways.
They
Eric-
look amazing.
Eric, you know what'll cheer me up? You know what'll cheer me up? Hit me with another air horn.
No,
Yeah, fuck yeah. My
this is
eye-
not even a
Dude,
podcast anymore.
my eye hurts.
Grow
dude. You fucked
up.
me
I did not. Next topic.
All right, I'm ready, dude. That was bad. I'm in it again. I forgot my eye hurt. Sonny, you put one person is 10% of 100. Louie is stupid in parentheses. What is that?
I don't remember what we were talking about, but it was at the office,
Uh-huh.
and you're like one person is 10% of 100, and I walked away, and then I had to go pee.
Oh,
I was in the
I remember
restroom,
this
and I
now.
was thinking about this, and I was like, one person is 10% of 100, and I was like, that is not right. And so I'm washing my hands. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking call this piece of shit out.
Piece of shit. You're getting all mad. He's a fucking idiot. I hate him. I wish she died.
As I'm washing my hands, I'm like getting soap, and I'm like, stupid ass bitch.
She comes out of that. She comes
And I
out.
come out with my paper towel because I'm still drying my hands.
She's like, wait a minute. She opens the door. And she's like, one person of 100 people is not 10%, you fucking idiot. Like 5 minutes later, I had already forgot that I
And
said
you were like,
that.
yeah, I know. I was thinking about it when you walked away.
When she walked away, I said, yeah, one person out of 100 is 10%. When she walked away, I was like, I'm an idiot. That's 1%. Right? But she had already left. And I'm like, she fucking believed me anyway, so it's fine. But then she came back with like a vengeance. She's like, wait a minute. I have a bone to pick with you. She's like, get up. We're going to duel. Just fucking... It is not 10%. You're a liar. I just felt like she was... I felt like she was in the restroom, like
Fucking
calculating,
gears were grinding, bro. I was like, what the?
trying to figure out that 1% is 1% out of 100, and you're like,
I was like, wait, what the fuck is he talking about?
she like discovered like fucking Newton's law of gravity while she's taking a piss. I don't know why.
I don't know why I was
bro.
like thinking about it for so long. I was like, that's not right. What are you talking about? It's 10 people. And then I was so upset that you told me that.
She's like, this is why I'm stupid, because I believe every math equation he ever gave me.
It's because I believe men. That's why I'm stupid.
Honestly,
Clip this. Clip this fucking piece.
Clip this is men. It's just men's fault. I'm getting tired of the Ring app, bro. This is a public service announcement. I'm not even talking to Sunny at this point. Sunny, don't look at me, bro. This is me talking to the people
Shut
at
the
home.
fuck up. Oh, it's not plugged in.
It's not plugged in. This is just for a prop. The Ring app is not for your dog. You lost your dog. That's your fault. Okay? 1. Well, I have a list. 2.
You have a list.
No, I don't. I thought I did.
You
but
have it in your head.
I'm just going to have to fucking freestyle it again. Dude, I'm like Slim
You know
Shady.
what pisses me off?
Huh.
The notification sound. When you
Yes.
have your AirPods on
Oh, yeah.
and it's fucking
yes.
loud.
Ring, please fix that. Figure that out. I don't like the chime anymore.
Like, I know it's supposed to be like a unique chime. But fuck, bro,
kind of
that
like
shit's annoying.
bring it down a couple decibels, right? Please. That's 2. Number 3. Gunshots or fireworks. Who gives a shit? Just stay inside, dude. Why do you care? If the gunshots went off, why are you asking everybody else? Just
Then they're gonna know you know.
if you heard gunshots outside, be like, oh fuck. Protect your family. Stop worrying about me.
Stupid.
And then they're not even saying like stay inside, there's gunshots outside. They're like, was those gunshots or was those fireworks? Who fucking cares?
Remember back then when like it would just happen and we would just go outside and figure it out?
Like idiots who just
You'd
like,
be like, what was that?
you open the door, you're like,
Hello?
is it a gun?
Yeah, as a neighbor. Did you hear that too?
Oh yeah, then you guys would be talking on the sidewalk
Yeah.
like, I think
Where did it come from? Over there? Over here?
No.
In the field?
And then you're like, oh, those damn hooligans down the street are playing fireworks.
They're playing fireworks.
Bro, we suck,
Jesus
huh?
Christ.
I suck.
Yeah.
I lost some aura points on that
Yeah.
one.
Our aura is going down.
Do you remember 4th of July when we played with fireworks?
I can't talk about 4th of July, bitch.
4th
Got
of
in
July
trouble.
was fun. 4th of July was a good time. I love 4th of July.
I'm
dude.
never buying those damn boxes for you again.
Dude,
Yes,
no
you
how,
did.
yeah.
Yes,
That
you
shit
did.
is fun, dude. It's so much fun. Because I'm a menace. I am a menace with fireworks. I don't like to pop them off the correct way. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Insert some videos of
Yeah.
you. Just,
Here's the videos. I'm gonna forget to do this.
Yeah, I know.
And in the
I know.
editing, I know that in my head I was like, I gotta put a picture of Patrick Mahomes and Dylan Raiola, and then now I have to
write
do
it on the notes.
Just write it on the
Just
notes.
write it on the
Okay.
notes.
So, but yeah, the Ring app, not a fan.
Fuck that shit, bro.
I understand that I can turn off the notifications. I know that.
But also, then if you turn off notifications for the messages, it turns off your notifications for the video.
Right.
So, like, if somebody's walking by your door, you're not going to get the notification.
I do like when people are like, "Hey, be careful! They're stealing packages in my neighborhood." Okay,
Or they're
that's
like, they're
good.
messing with cars and they post the video. That they're
That's
messing
good.
with cars. Yeah.
That's what Ring is for. I do not give a shit that Pamphilo, the Chihuahua, got out of your yard.
That's what you have. They have Facebook groups and they have
Go do that shit on
they
next
use it
door.
on Instagram.
You know what I mean? Neighbor or
Oh,
next
the
door.
yeah, that's
go
what that's
use
for.
That shit. The Ring app. I just want to make sure my house is fine. That's all I care about. This whole thing of like, and then somebody was selling Girl Scout cookies,
Aw, you bought some.
which is fine. Right? I got a couple boxes, but that's not where you advertise Girl Scout cookies. I'm just saying.
But where
that
do you advertise them now? Before we used to go and just fucking.
we would take
go
you
in
guys to
front of Lowe's
Walgreens
or
and
Best
shit.
Buy.
Yeah, you guys would go in front of the stores. I remember because I would have to unload the boxes, and then you girls would be out there like cookies. We got cookies.
I don't even think me and Amanda really did anything, to be honest with you. We were just there.
Y'all were just standing around. Yeah.
Yeah, because even when we went to Bassett and stuff, we just walked around.
I remember. My mom was a what is that
The
called?
scout leader.
She was a scout leader. She
Mom
was the
and,
head
Edna.
the head chicken
What
or
is it,
whatever.
just Scouts now?
No, there's still Girl Scouts.
There's still Girl Scouts because they still sell the Girl Scout cookies.
What about the Boy Scouts?
Boy Scouts were never like a big thing. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Damn, bless you.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, I think I ruptured something.
But didn't the Boy Scouts have to change the name to like?
He didn't even give a shit.
The Boy Scouts what?
Didn't they have to?
Hold on.
You lost oral
we're
points
gonna-
right
we're gonna
there.
have to talk
You
after
lost
this.
oral points after this.
Let him tell his story. Hold on.
I forgot what I
Didn't
was
the
saying.
Boy Scouts have to change the name?
Did
to
they?
The Scouts.
Oh yeah, because it can't be like.
But the Girl Scouts is still a thing.
But the Girl Scouts are still a thing, but the Boy Scouts, like, technically,
That's
girls
not-
are supposed to be allowed to join.
Okay, well, if we're being inclusive, I don't like that we're being inclusive. I think there should be a Boy Scouts, a Girl Scouts,
There's a Boy Scouts and, a
a
Girl
they,
Scouts for
they
a
can
reason.
have a They Scouts. Do your own thing. Y'all do that shit. That's fine.
They separated us for a reason because there's a lot of sleepovers, there's a lot of like overnight trips and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And back then, girls and boys were not allowed to go together.
Right, of course.
It was like a big deal. Like we could not
For obvious reasons.
spend
yeah.
the whole week together. Like we just
Right,
couldn't.
Right.
And we had like a button, like the Girl Scouts were like for girls to talk about girl things, and then boys were supposed to talk about boy
Right,
things. Like
right.
that's what that's for.
Of course.
It's not for all of us to be together. No, if you want to join a fucking summer group, then you can go do your summer camps
Summer
and
camp,
stuff.
yeah.
That's different.
What even is summer camp?
You would just go to like a specific place, and it's like a fun thing. Like
Yeah,
it's-
like they would have.
Gay.
Eric.
Oh, that is not okay.
Eric, why?
I'm gonna leave it in, dog. They didn't even see your face. It's fine. Now that you're talking about the Boy Scouts, let me just move over.
Though
that
I
shit.
think the summer camp is also not a great idea
doesn't
for a lot of
interest
people
me.
either.
Well, yeah, no, there was a lot of things that happened like in those summer camps. I never went to a summer camp. I went to like a.
I did, but it wasn't overnight. Like
No,
I
it
wouldn't
wasn't.
stay
Yeah, yeah.
somewhere. I
That's
would
what
just
I
go
was-
like during the day.
That's what I was trying to say. Like it was at UTEP, so my mom would take me, and then we
Oh.
would like spend the time with friends, and like you made friends there. We play basketball, play kickball,
Mm-hmm.
like dodgeball, all that shit. But then you go home though.
Yeah.
But since we were talking about Boy Scouts, I know that a big scandal happened where a lot of the troop leaders were molesting the children.
Yeah.
Or SAing. I shouldn't have said. Fuck. YouTube. They're SAing the children. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
You can't trust anybody with your children anymore,
yeah.
bro.
You really can't.
Like the priest thing,
I don't know why you're touching his feet.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's
but
the thing too, is like church camps. I'm sorry, I'm not trusting a church camp either.
yeah,
Just because you are a priest, I'm trying not to say it wrong because I'm not
right.
religious and I don't know how to say this right.
priest.
Just because you're a priest does not mean I'm gonna trust you with my kid because you're in the hands of God. No, I'm not gonna. No.
No, because we're all.
anybody it can be fucked up in the head no matter what.
I'm going to tell you
who
this.
you are.
Look, I mean, even if you follow the Bible, everybody, even priests, are sinners.
Yeah.
So nobody's perfect. So no.
Because you've even seen like those incidents where it's like a priest. Like there was one where like a priest picked up somebody who was walking home because he knew her, and he took her to the church and molested.
I have a really
essayed
good
her.
story. Sorry to interrupt you. My turn.
Your turn.
My football
Did it happen
coach.
to you? Is this gonna come out right now?
My football coach in middle school, bro. I'm not gonna say his name, but
But did it actually happen?
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It did. I don't know if it ever did happen to any of my friends. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't even know whatever he got convicted of. I don't know. I do know that he did get convicted after we left school. Okay.
Oh shit.
But he was very weird. And I was the only one that I thought, am I the only one that thinks this is weird? He would pick up like groups of football players and then like take them to the movies. And then like he would take them take them like to the restaurants and hang out with them outside of school. And I always thought, okay, well, whatever. Like he's getting to know his football players. He was a very good football coach. but it always struck me as weird. This is gonna sound funny, but I was never invited. Like they wouldn't invite. I don't think I was good looking to get essayed. You know what I mean?
But I'm also gonna say, like back then, it was also a very different protocol. If you were like seeing your not seeing your kids, oh, Jesus Christ. If you were like doing activities like off campus or like you were like weekend like events for students and stuff was very different. Like before, you didn't have to get permission. You would just give out permission slips, or you would just tell him, "Hey, tell your families that we're gonna do this as a group outing." And that's what we're gonna do today. Now, like for me to like take like you know how like sometimes your teachers have to take kids on field trips because they don't have space in the bus or whatever. Now you have to get permission slips for them to ride in our cars. Right. Before you didn't have to do that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's not where it ended. Like I started thinking, I thought that's weird, but whatever. Maybe I'm just feeling jealous because I didn't get invited, whatever. And then we would hang out, like we were all in football, so we were like, hey, you know what? We're gonna be playing video games at this person's house, and we all started hanging out. Some of us are gonna spend the night, you know, do like an all-nighter playing video games and shit, you know, drinking Red Bulls and whatever. And randomly, like at 2 a.m, one of my friends gets a call from the coach, like at 2 a.m, and I'm like, "Where's coach calling you?" And they're like, "Oh, it's because he's gonna come over right now, and he wanted to talk to us about some stuff." And like I was like, "What are you talking about, bro? It's fucking 2 a.m." He's like, "Yeah, but he lives nearby and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "What's up with that, dude? That's weird." I thought it was weird. Even back, that is weird,
Well,
bro.
2 a.m, yeah, that is weird.
Is very weird. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I didn't say anything to anybody. I didn't, and I should have probably. But like, I don't even know if those friends that I had back then were like victims of anything. They never brought it up. Like I've talked to a couple of them since, but like I would be like, hey, you see what happened to Coach blank? And then they were like, yeah, bro, that's crazy. And I'm like, was he doing that? And then they just like, nah, not to us. And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? But this is now we're adults.
But also, yeah, it could be like he was doing it later on, like after you guys.
He was
like,
probably
like,
trying to get
already.
comfortable doing whatever he was going to do.
Because it could have been like not to like your friends, but it could have been like next year.
Because he was a new coach. Like this was like maybe one or 2 years in that he was coaching football. So it was he didn't have very long as a coach. It's not like he was doing this for years. We were like one of his first group of students. You know what I mean? So he was doing that. And he was always promising like these kids, like, I'm gonna get you guys college scholarships and you guys gotta just listen to me and do whatever I tell you because it's a good idea, blah blah blah. And
probably trying to like test the waters, I guess.
I don't know, bro, but it was very weird because even one time we stayed out late and we even like broke curfew and we're like out. We watched a late midnight showing of a movie, and the movie got out like at whatever 1 a.m, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? My mom's gonna pick me up, or you know what? I'll just walk home because wasn't that far. And then they're like, no, well, we can get a ride from Coach. And then I was like, I'm not gonna get a ride from Coach. You fucking like I was 12 years old, but I knew like my parents told me don't get in a car with like a stranger.
Yeah, because
even
they
though
even told us as like young kids, like yeah, like they're your teachers, they're there to protect you at school, but like that's not your family. Like if it's not family, you don't get in the car with them. If it's not,
you know what? Actually, I take that back. I think I ended up calling mom to pick me up, and she's like, "Do your friends need a ride?" And I said, "No, Coach is gonna pick them up." And she's like, "Coach?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like they hang out with Coach." Like, and she's like, "Oh, okay." But since that wasn't that popular, like the essaying
it wasn't a
of
big
children,
thing back then.
it wasn't as known.
Yeah,
And
and it's crazy because now a lot of people are coming out with it from back then.
Yeah.
Because people now
are starting to realize
will
that.
say something.
Yeah.
People back then were very, like silenced, like did not talk about that stuff.
Well, it's because like kids were silenced.
Yeah.
Like even if it wasn't that.
And also, a lot of kids thought that they were gonna get in trouble.
Yes, because when I was younger, this didn't really apply for you, but when I was younger, if we were sitting at the table and adults were talking,
We need to shut the
you
fuck
needed
up.
to shut up. Like, you don't talk. You know what I mean?
I don't do that now.
Yeah, I can
If
tell.
I'm being disrespected, I'm gonna say something. But I'm saying, like, if a teacher or a person or something was talking to you, you would let them talk, and that's it.
Yeah. And so I think
If
part of
if
that.
somebody you're supposed to respect somebody older than your grandma, grandpa, your teachers, your principal, your counselors, anybody, you need to shut the fuck up. That's how
But-
it was.
Well, now like if I disagree with something they're saying, I'll say something like respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Res-
you're like it's a different
It's
type
a
of
different
like
dynamic for
yeah.
sure.
You're supposed to
because-
be able to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not you talking back. You're having a conversation.
Yeah.
That's different now.
But back then we couldn't do that. So I think
Yeah.
a lot of people got away with it because they're like, you know what?
Like this kid needs to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Or no, who's going to believe him? He's a kid. You know what I mean? And now parents, which is, I think it's probably for the better, but parents are starting to believe their kids that like these wild things are happening.
Because it happens so like frequently now
Yeah.
that that's crazy. Like kids speak out more and now it's more frequent, or it's
Yeah.
just because kids are speaking out now.
Yeah. I was just always worried. But yeah, thankfully, I was too ugly to get a ride from coach because that shit was crazy, bro.
But
And we had sorry, go ahead.
if I have like my coach, I have 3 coaches,
Right.
right?
He's obsessed with this coach.
So I have the head coach,
Uh-huh.
and there's the offensive coach,
Yeah.
or the offensive line coach,
Yeah.
and then there's a defensive line coach,
Okay.
or the defense coach. And if they offer me to ride, I would say yeah, because they all have my mom's number.
Right.
Like they all know.
Yeah, but
Well,
see, like that's the thing is like now you can't.
But that's not. He's not saying that they are offering him a ride.
No, yeah.
He's saying that he would get in their car. But
yeah.
that's different. If if they're gonna give you a ride from the school to the house is a different thing. Even though they got to get it, like there's protocol, like you said now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's more acceptable. This was a Saturday. They were getting picked up from the movies at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Nothing
Like
to do
I
with
understand
school.
like if they
That's
were
weird.
they contacted mom saying, "Hey, Eric's still here. I know that you guys are not you can't come for a little while. Do you want me to drop him off?" That's different cuz mom and your coach have contact.
Yeah.
But mom knows you're with your coach, you're going to be home at this time, you're going to call her when you get home and that's it.
Yeah.
That's different. But this coach wasn't talking to parents like that.
No.
Like this was just like
He was
talking to the
texting-
kids.
Yeah, he was texting kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was texting like
Even if you weren't
yeah.
SAing them, you were still doing something wrong because you're not supposed to talk to kids without an adult.
Yeah, he
present
had
like
odd
that.
intentions already, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and then later on when we left, it was when it happened.
Yeah.
When we were leaving high school is when he got into like
Got caught for something.
yeah, it came out like on Facebook and
Oh yeah,
and
I
the
think
news.
I remember you telling
It
me.
came out
like,
on the
"Oh, it was
news.
my
Yeah. I was like, hey, shit, that's my coach. And then I got up and I was like, I knew it. I knew it. You know, this is not funny to joke about,
No,
but I did feel that way. I was like, I always
It
knew
was
there was something
weird.
off about him.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say his name. And even if you ask me, I will not say any names of
Who was
people
it?
that were involved. I'll tell you later. But yeah, we're coming close to an end here. So.
Wait. But do you remember our other coach? We had the same coach, and I know he's also a football coach, but he wasn't. I'm hoping he's not the same coach.
No,
But-
that's
okay.
not him.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So that one, he's a very friendly person with some, and then he's known me since I was a baby. Like
Yeah.
he knew me since
Yeah.
you were in
He's a
school.
good guy.
Yeah. And my year, I had him all 3 years for 6th, 7th, and 8th. And on my 8th grade year, because I always had him, because there was 3 coaches and like they would split us up by class.
Yeah.
And I always had him every year. And on my 8th grade year, I noticed that like all the girls were like going towards him more. Like because I
Yeah.
guess they found him attractive. I don't know. He was
Okay.
always been like a family friend to me. So
Right.
I was close to him, but I wasn't like
Yeah.
I was close to him. I would
Right.
talk to him about a random ass shit and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my last year, they pulled me into the office and they asked me about him. And they're like, "Oh, like I know that you guys are close. Like, is there like what does he talk to you about, and like trying to ask me like what our like relationship was.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, he's a family friend. Like we were really close. Like he had my brother for class, and he's known me since I was a baby. Like we've always been really close.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, we just want to ask you, like, do you think that he's trying to be inappropriate, or is he like being inappropriate to other students, or have you heard anything about him? And I was like,
Yeah, somebody
No.
probably like
Yeah.
reported him like or on like that's the other thing. That's the other thing that coaches need to be scared of, because for coaches like the first coach I talked about, the second coach suffered because now everybody
it's like,
is
how
so
did you
paranoid.
how did you not notice? And
Yeah.
then what if you were doing it too? You're just getting it.
Yeah, that's seeing
Because
that.
my coaches, what I work with now, have that same fear.
Yeah.
Because they can't be in the office with a closed door if it's a girl student.
Right.
If I have to be able to be in there also.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Because you can lose your job, you know what I mean? And just because you were being like
because you got
a
like
nice
something got
coach
said,
or
yeah.
the cool coach.
That's why, like, when I talk to my students, it's in my office right by the door.
Yeah.
So everybody can see us, but it's a private conversation.
Yeah.
Or I'll take them to the cafeteria. I'll take them to, like, an area, or the hallway, an area where there's cameras, an area where there's, like, it's open. Nothing can be private anymore. Before, you could just go close the door and nobody would see you, nobody would hear you.
Yeah.
You can't do that no more.
That kind of reminds me of when my science teacher got fired because she disrespected another student.
Yeah. You see?
And see, that's the thing, too, is that, like, teachers have to be really careful about what they say, because
Yeah.
you're going to get in trouble.
But can you imagine, like, if you put yourself, like, in your science teacher's shoes, every day there's just, like, kids, like, complaining, being rude, being, like, disrespectful. And maybe one day you just outburst because nobody's perfect, and you just outburst, and there it is. Boom. Your career's over. It's done.
But no, it wasn't really an outburst. It was like a normal day. And
Yeah.
then, so a student like reported her once, and then I had to go get a statement.
Yeah.
And then I just said whatever I needed to say, and then like the next week, I guess she got reported again.
Oh, shit.
But I think it was for the same thing.
Yeah, so see,
It's
there's
'cause
also...
now you have to take what students say so seriously.
And then there's also bad apples. There's also teachers that are just scary, bro.
Yeah.
Scary, like mean. I remember I always had a couple mean teachers in elementary school, and then they would be like super nice when like my mom would come around, and then as soon as the door was closed, they were she was screaming her head off. There's this one teacher, that like did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom was like, "Why? She's such a nice lady. Why do you not like going to your class?" And I'm like, "You do not know how mean she is."
Yeah.
And she was mean. You know what I mean? And some
And that's
teachers
the thing
like that.
too, is like we can't ignore like when stuff like that happens now.
Yeah.
If a kid comes to tell me, "Hey, this teacher told me this teacher is doing this," like there's one student that, so they all have like, well, not all of them, but if you have a medical reason to have to leave the classroom, you have to leave. You have to be able to use the classroom, like to use the restroom. I have a couple students have
I
to.
wish
Like,
that was
just
around in
go.
middle school.
I know, yeah. Now it's a big thing. Before it wasn't.
Shit
But
my pants.
Now, he told me, because I saw him in the hallway and he was crying, and I was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "What happened?" And
know
oh
you did that?
my God, you broke it.
No.
And he's like, "It's because my teacher knows that I have, like, if I have to use the restroom, I have to use the restroom. Like, I have to leave, and if I have an
Right.
accident, like, it's embarrassing to me. Like, she doesn't understand." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what teacher do you have?" And then they told me, and I'm like, "I've never heard of this teacher to like be bad about letting students use the restroom, but apparently they still have that thing where they do passes. Like, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
3 passes for every 9 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
This student can't have that.
No.
The student has to be able to
Oh, it
leave.
was one of those teachers.
I would have to report that
Yeah.
to the principal, because I'm like, hey, they're not letting you use the restroom.
Yeah.
Me, if it's my child, even if it was you, and I heard that they're not letting you use the restroom, you just call the district and tell them, hey, you guys can't do that. You literally can't. It's illegal.
Well, because you could sue the teacher.
Yeah, you can sue the school.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Because like the school has to tell all their teachers, if your students need to use the restroom, they need to be able to use the restroom by any medical reason, any reason at all, because it can cause you to have to go to the doctor.
Yeah, that's true. Or
You
just
have
really
to
a
be
lot
able
of
to use the
embarrassment.
restroom. Yeah,
You
that
just
too.
shit yourself, you pee yourself,
If
whatever.
I really needed to go,
If you really need to go, get up and go.
I would tell the teacher like, "Hey, I'm going. I don't care what you say."
Yeah. 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 I mean, at the end of the day,
because
like
they
if it's an
can't do
emergency,
anything. They can't send you to the office
you
because
really need to go.
you need to go.
Yeah. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And speaking of gotta go,
We gotta go.
we gotta go. We're already past an hour. So, Eric, hit me with like another sound effect before we go. Just something different. You know what I mean? I want to end this on a good note. You know what I mean?
Why?
Is that the Squidward?
The little
Violin?
Yeah. All right, we're done.
All right. We're done here. Thank you guys for listening. We did that pineapples thing to see if people stayed to the end. A lot of people stayed
pineapple
to
thing?
the end. Where I said to comment pineapples if you finished to the
yeah.
last thing. That is crazy. Hey, thank all of you that stayed to the end. That is dope. Sometimes some of the good stories happen at the end.
At the end, yeah.
Because we remember. I got to talk about that, you know? But anyway, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. We have a Facebook now. Like us on Facebook.
How about podcast for
What?
the comment?
Podcast for the comment.
Like if you were here.
If you were here, Eric wants you to type comment the word podcast or just put a little mic emoji, a little microphone. One or the other. Just let us know. We really appreciate you guys, man. That's awesome. There's a lot of supporters out there. We like it. We're going to try to do more things, get, more guests. But we also like shooting the shit. Me and my dumbass sister. Thank you guys. We will see you on next week.
On next week?
On next week.
He can't speak today.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, God.